Hold please. Hold please. Hold please.
Oh, please. I still never got a notification that you went live.
Huh?
I still don't have a notification that you went live.
Oh, I know. They take their sweet time.
Yep, unfortunately, these bastards.
That's why I went ahead and sent links out to everybody.
The Anthony Show.
It's in the green room. Put it where everybody's at. James, it should be in there. I'll double check, but I swore I put it in there. And, everyone invite, I stuck it in there. Yeah.
Hi, Lisa.
It's in there.
Dreams.
Here, James, I'll stick one in our private one too. In case you didn't get it.
Hi, Roy.
Yes, I know that sounded wrong. I'll stick one in our private. Yeah.
I said nothing. Hi, Joshua.
Look, it's a Dreams. Hey, come
I'm not going to come up.
And rain red. Check it out.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah. So,
This is all I have.
Dreams, the key to wearing red is to keep it on, okay? Just keep it on. Don't be trying to take it off. All right? Just saying. And Christy, definitely don't be pulling up on yours, okay?
Always.
Just saying.
Hey, look. Did you know Anthony went live?
I finally told you.
Yeah.
Now, I was sitting here, I was like, damn, I wonder why nobody's live. Well, other than Elton playing games, I was like, why ain't nobody live? But fuck it, I'll start one.
It was a girls' night.
Meanwhile, I want the movie. I'm going to teach you on that.
I'm going to ding ding in your ass. You don't hush your mouth.
Which one should I use? My red one or my...
Hey, Nick. I'll see you. I got you. What's going on, Nick?
Hi, Nick.
Hello, Nick.
Container,
Hey,
man.
Dreams, I just want to tell you, you look shit like shit.
Well, I want to tell you that was the most sweetest fucking thing you could have ever told me, and I love you for it.
Yeah. Well, at least he's on there.
There's a reason why. Okay?
Yeah.
It's been a tough week. I needed to chill.
Yeah. Oh, today's been a long, boring day. I don't know why.
I finally put something that I ate for dinner in your green room.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You know, I am in crawfish country, so I just had to rub it in.
That looked fucking nice, that.
Oh, man.
No, he made some burgers and ate a salad and good meal.
I had the mixed grill.
Yeah.
I'm butthurt because nobody said, I hope you choke on it. That was the most rude. It was
I
like,
did.
What, your
Well,
butt
we-
hurt?
When we was talking, I was like, I hope you choke on it.
Hey, Dreams, are
What?
your butt hurt?
Not anymore. I'm good, thank you.
No, but next time you get butt hurt, use a bit of lube, you'll be all right.
Yeah.
Nick, the next time you eat a sausage, got confidence, okay?
But always remember, Dreams.
Hold, please.
It just hit me right here in my heart. This is so special.
Yeah.
Hey, Anthony, do you like my new picture?
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah. A gorilla with a pug's head.
Yeah, but look at the writing on it.
Ah! Nothing but meat, baby.
Especially for the vegans that Nick likes to harass.
Oh, yeah.
Strictly. At least
And my all-time favorite, this is what I tell the neighbor after her blowjob.
the neighbor.
Yeah, she has no suction.
So, is her name Hoover?
No. She don't even come close to Bizzle. I think a $45 Walmart vacuum cleaner got better suction than she does. So
Have you
was that?
go with your channel?
No, I'm just gonna say it's been a long ass boring day here.
Been a long ass boring day here too.
Yeah. I was trying to find shit just keep my mind occupied. It didn't work out too well. Ooh, yeah, I hate that shit.
Oh, Roy, you're in my heart, man.
That's why my last visit to the ICU, I hardly would take my pain meds or let them give it to me. And I told them, I said, look, years ago, I learned to live with it because I hate coming off of fucking pain meds. Especially nowadays, man, because I see people get hurt and they send them home with a handful. That's it. Yeah. My buddy just had back surgery. They sent him home with 11 days of pain pills, and they told him that was it.
That's messed up.
Holy shit.
You can thank all the people that fucked it up for everybody else. Yeah. The fact my doctor for a while couldn't even write pain scripts because he got in a shitload of trouble.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he couldn't even write I had to go to another doctor to get my pain medicine.
Holy crap.
Yeah, and I wasn't even on pain medicine. I was just on a muscle relaxer.
Well, I'm all right. I've got a shitload of pain meds.
Oh, I do too, but that's because I don't ever take them when they give them to me. That time I just keep them around in case someone needs it or someone gets a bad headache. I'm like, here, take one of these. You won't have a headache.
No, I've got main ones, tramadol and diazepam.
I mean, I've done 4 scripts into this. Right now, I probably got about 500 fucking morphine tablets. Yeah, I got enough fucking morphine here to kill a fucking herd of horses.
Hey, Anthony, stick it in the box, send it to me. I get £50 a tablet.
Oh, yeah, you trying to give me 150 years. Yeah, I see. Yeah.
No, we'll just say it was from Dreams.
Put the return address from Dreams.
Yeah,
Hey,
just say it from Dreams. She's only got about another 10 years in her.
I don't know, man. Buddy mine, what was that he mailed? Oxycontin? Oxycontin. Ain't that kin to whatever the Coke or what? Yeah, he mailed a bottle.
Anthony's right here.
Yeah, he mailed a bottle of Oxycontin to a friend of his. He got 35 years.
There's Anthony, Nick.
Hey, Anthony.
Hey.
Nick's right there.
Who's that?
My mom.
Hello, Granny.
That's mom, not Granny.
That's Mama.
That's Granny 4.
Granny 4.
Let's not go through this again. No.
That's what she said.
3 times over.
She lies.
Right?
So, hey, Chrissy.
Yes.
So when are you coming to the UK and do a pole dance on me pole?
Soon.
Shit, she gotta get to fucking Vegas first.
Right?
Do you live in? Where you at over there? Are you in Vegas or outside of Vegas? Or are you even going back now?
I am, but we gotta wait until the airport's open, and I'm up by Charleston area.
Oh, okay.
Anthony, private chat, and I'll send it to your green room.
Right. When you're better, you could be drinking some beer.
Sorry, guys. She's all not in pain, so she's gonna eat for once. Hi,
That's
brother
good.
David. So, yes or no? I can.
I don't know. I'm trying to even find what you're talking about.
It's underneath where Seth says Nick all the way. Hi, Brandon.
David Lopez.
Just that one message you want me to get rid of?
I don't know. I mean, use your judgment. I trust your judgment. I don't see it. I'm not on YouTube, so.
Yeah, it was.
I already got rid of just that one message.
All right.
Anyhow, how is everybody doing in this wonderful, boring night? But it's just been a really good night.
I mean, thank you for looking out, but I really don't care about that shit. Because as you see, I didn't even notice. No, I'm serious. I practice what I preach to everybody else. No.
I said.
Right when you can finally drink that beer,
Yes,
wherever
we can
you
see a message.
It's going to be so amazing. It tastes so good.
Yeah.
We can see a message. Don't worry.
Oh.
Right, Roy?
I think so. Oh, there it is. Oh, good. I had that.
Wow.
Snack.
Oh my God.
You ever have those days you just snack a little bit here, snack a little on that, and you can't find anything that makes you happy?
I've been doing that all day long. I think I'm finally full.
Yeah. I'll eat a little this, a little that, and I'm like, nah, that wasn't it.
It sounds strange, but Tom got us some chicken salad at Walmart, and it tasted so good.
Oh, yeah. The chicken salad and the crab salad from Walmart. It's not bad at all.
My mom makes the best crab meat salad that I have ever had, and I feel like I'm being a bad daughter if I eat anybody else's but hers.
Yeah, but
it's deflatable.
I mean, what it costs to buy all the stuff and do it yourself, and you can just go buy it already done. It's a lot cheaper just to buy it already done. So, I mean, it ain't too bad around here because crab I can get cheap.
Chrissy, did you read what Roy said? He says you gotta go sit in the house.
Mm-hmm.
There's rocking by itself.
Tony says, "Why does Nick have a picture of Elton?"
Hi, Tony.
What's up, Tony? Tony, if you want to come up, man, no, I'm not.
I'm gone.
Yeah.
Hi, Tita Donna. She feels out there.
Yeah.
I'm debating if I want steak or shrimp.
Shrimp.
Why not both? Steak goes good with shrimp. Shrimp goes good with steak.
Put it this way: for the steak and shrimp for an 8-ounce,
Yeah.
$36.
Hey, Tony.
Yeah.
Tony, where the hell is my video? I'm
I can get
butthurt.
I can get a 32 ounce.
Wah.
What? I think it's a 32 ounce with about 2 shears. I think there's like 6 shrimp on a shear. There's 2 shears of those with a baked potato fully loaded for like $26. No, $26 to $28.
Yeah. Lucky you.
Well, we don't have all those free programs to pay for.
Right.
I am looking like I'm an old person when I'm sitting there screaming at the screen.
What? Y'all keep digging, knock y'all out. The hell she talking? Oh, y'all playing that fucking game?
Nope.
I have been a very good girl. I haven't touched that game all day long. I've been a very good girl. I've just been eating all day long.
It's been 3 days since I last played it. I think 3 days.
I really think that there needs to be some sort of like an Alcoholics Anonymous support group for Thug Life.
Yep. Help me, I'm stuffing my face.com.
Right.
Yep.
How do you mute Hangouts? Go to notifications, go to Hangouts, and mute.
I don't know why you sit here and bitch about it. Because I done told you 100 times, if you're in a room and somebody don't have to shut the fuck up, you leave the room. Simple as that.
Hey Nick, I love the picture of your girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you never complain, Dreams.
It's hard to complain on something when it's that small.
It doesn't matter what the size is, what you do with it that counts. I've never had any complaints.
Uh-huh.
Mom, Roy said hi.
Hello, Granny 4.
She said hi, Roy. She's up.
Well, I hope so. She's walking around.
No, she's
Oh.
up. Because I was doing it outside and she happened to sit right there, so.
You trying to say mama feeling no pain?
No problem, T. Yeah, Mama feels no pain. She's running.
Yeah.
I think that's like the first time I've seen her run this week.
At least she's the one who's paranoid. Or is she?
No,
Okay.
wrong person. It's my auntie that gets paranoid.
There you go.
That's when it's more fun.
Yeah. That's the truth. There's a lot of truth there, Lisa. You can't complain about something if you can't feel.
Mm-hmm.
I'm right
Hey,
there
Anthony.
right now.
Yeah.
I got to admit, I had a small. My mixed grill was small.
Yeah. Yeah. Still look good.
I'll show it you now.
My sky sound like someone's playing drums up there.
Might be playing booty drums.
Damn, there's got to be a big set of knockers up there for them to play on because of that noise.
Hey, ass cheeks make good drums too now. Oh, hell yeah, Nick. That'll work.
Show that to Dream, see if that'll make you hungry.
Oh, don't show me anything right now. I cry if I can't eat it.
Oh, it's not that bad. No.
Small. It's a little snack.
Yeah, it's hors d'oeuvre.
Nick, you and your little snacks.
Yeah, right there. It's small.
I need to go back to the tap. Oh, that looks like a good snack. That
Yeah.
looks like it's a Scooby snack.
Well, it was. There wasn't much on it. There was a steak, a nice pork chop, lamb chop, gammon, eggs, black pudding, mushrooms, chips, onion rings.
What's
And for
gammon?
pudding, I had a rhubarb crumble was for 12 people, and I ate it myself.
That sounds really good, Nick. Honestly, it does.
It was.
Well, damn, that was quick. Well, I hope everything went okay, Rod.
No, but I think just for you, Dreams. Next time we have one, I'll do a live stream just for you, so I can show you what it tastes like.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that.
Oh my goodness. Yes, David, you are fabulous. I can't take that title from you.
David's YouTube famous.
No, Dave Lopez has been on the run because immigration are chasing him.
Gotta come up here, Dave, if you want.
All right. Well, don't be climbing no trees. Of course, I admit it. Watching an intoxicated squirrel try to climb a tree is funnier than shit.
Oh my god. I just realized on who you was talking to, too.
Oh, Tony? Yeah.
You guys gotta let me know
I
what
love
you're doing,
you.
guys. I can honestly say I'm not going to be able to be up here much longer because I really need to pass out.
Well, go pass out.
Good night.
No, pass on stream and Anthony can take a picture and put it with the rest of everybody that
Oh,
passed
you're
out.
just the most sweetest little bitch. I love you.
She just says that
And I
all
love
the
you
time.
too.
You sweet little bitch.
No, Dreams, just go to sleep because I need a picture for my dartboard.
Oh, fuck you and that whatever it is you wrote down. Okay, guys. Good night.
Right.
Night.
You know he just wants a picture with your mouth open so he can put it on his spank vision.
I'm not gonna go there.
You all right, Dave? Dreams take beauty sleep. Fucking hell, you need quite a long time. No, I've just been looking for a blower. A garden blower. I've got a choice between a Still or a Husky.
Well, they're both good.
Yes, I know. I was the first one to comment on that. I loved it and I shared it to everybody. My brother called me back, what the fuck? I was like, yes. And he was like, yeah, that shit is funny. It's hard to do a fuck you Allen video when there's like 10,000 billion Allens out there.
Yeah.
Hey, Dave, don't be a miserable ass. Get your friggin' ass on panel so we can have some fun and cheer you up. You miserable fucker. I guarantee if you come on panel, I won't take the piss out of you for
Hello,
at least 2 minutes.
Mark. Lose 2 minutes.
Hi, Mark.
Later, Roy.
Catch you
Hi,
later,
Roy.
guys.
Well, I like this zero sugar jerky, man, because they put more smoke into it.
Come on, Dave Lopez, get up on panel. Let's have some fun.
Yep. Well,
Stop sitting in your room being a moping old twat. That's what we're here for, to take the piss out of each other and enjoy yourselves.
Yep. Pretty much. All right. It's easy.
Josh,
Called
I had
time
other
zone.
commitments.
Yeah. Well, that and the time too. So
Yeah. Chris was doing a live sex show for me.
not much, Mark. Hanging out.
Don't lie. You know you loved it.
Yeah, no, stuck it on Pornhub now. Hey, Dave, if you don't get up on panel in about 5 minutes, I'll just start harassing you on Facebook.
So give him a sec.
See? How long do you reckon it'll be until we get him laughing?
Well,
5 minutes?
well, we always use the old method. We'll tell them our dicks hang to our knees and then we show it to them.
Yeah.
You get a laugh out of it. Or we can get Mark up here and make him redo Thumbelina.
No, get Mark up here anyway. So he needs to have a good piss taken out of him.
Who, Mark?
Yeah. Oh, I can't be asked, Donna.
Yep.
Hold, please.
Change me.
What you holding?
I'll tell you in a minute.
Mm. You holding Egg McMahon? Ask that motherfucker where my check's at. I don't want to hear no shit.
I'm checking my bank account.
I don't want to hear no shit about his wife cooking either.
What's that?
Ed McMahon.
Who?
Ed McMahon. He used to be a co-host for Johnny Carson show, and then for a long time he did the publishing Clearston House, you know, where they brought the check to your door and with the balloons.
Yeah.
Yeah, not long ago he went through a divorce and she cleaned his ass out.
Took all his money.
She took a big chunk of it, yeah. Plus she got a big alimony check every month too.
What the fuck's that alimony? Because we don't have it in the UK.
Basically, if you're married to a chick and you get her to accustom to a certain style of life, and you divorce her, and she's got to go back to, pretty much what she had at hand, she can basically get a check out of you, alimony. So monthly payment she gets to keep her in her lifestyle.
I'll tell the fucking slut to fuck off.
Well, yeah, you can do that when you're a broke son bitch, but when you got money like him, you can't get rid of bitches. And put it this way, he wasn't smart enough to do a prenup.
Mm. Hey, Anthony, you'll have to send me a box of all the different jerkies what you have in the US.
Yeah, I could do that. And the one I just finished is pretty good. It's got a real heavy smoke flavor because it's sugar free, no sugars in it. Basically, it's jerky made for people with diabetes and shit.
All right.
Yeah. But it's actually good, though,
Mm.
They put a lot more seasoning and a lot more, they smoke it more, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Has a real heavy smoke flavor to it. It's really good. Oh, there he is. There he is.
Hey.
Listen here, you gorilla Chernobyl 3-mile surviving bastard. What do you want?
I thought fucking immigration you took you to a fucking detention center by now.
No, the cop, the one that was chasing me backed off when I asked him if he was gonna frisk me. I said, "Frisk me, daddy," and he took off. He a little scared.
No, just tell the chief. You just took the immigration officer around the back and sucked him off.
Yeah.
I didn't get that close.
Oh, okay then.
It's like today, right now, if you knew how to do that real good, it would pay off because they're not even detaining people anymore.
Aren't they?
No, they pick them up, they find out their origin of country, and they go back. They stick them on a nice plane and go, whoop, whoop. You're home. No.
I personally think that just along the border, there just needs to be a line of catapults. After they catch somebody, throw them in, send them back over.
Can you say Geronimo? Oh, you'll learn. That's okay, you'll learn.
Why don't they just stick a shitload of claymores there?
Well, it's not that, they ain't not worried about people coming here. It's just the ones that decide to do it illegal. Yeah. Or come here and say they need seek asylum when basically they just,
Basically, just take the piss.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, and hi, Anthony.
Hello. But
Hi,
yeah,
brother.
Hello, sister. How are you?
Flying.
I gotta admit, Dave, you're starting to put on some weight, mate. You're going a bit porky in the face.
Nick, where have you been? I've been porky.
Yeah.
Yeah, gamer.
The only reason you can see the extra porkiness is because I got rid of the Osama bin Laden beard.
Yeah. Hey, gamer, what's going on, man?
Every time I looked in the mirror, I kind of felt like going, "Hey!"
Silence! You.
Silence! I kill you! So, I felt like, that wasn't a good thing, so I took off that, and so you can just see the extra porkiness, but it's been there all along, lurking beneath the shadows.
Oh. Well, lady, that's no problem. I've been telling everybody to apply for that shit. I just got a text from your mom. Or a message, I should say.
Oh, did you see the price of that thing without insurance?
Oh, yeah. No, I know.
for 14 days, Anthony.
Mm-hmm. I
That's
know.
insane.
I know. Trust me, man. Trust me. I was struggling like hell before Trump got in office when they had all that retarded shit still going on. I didn't have half the benefits I was entitled to because they were giving them away. They cut all the money out of the programs to give it away to the ones that, just wanted to bum rush across the border. Which, I have no problem with anybody wanting to better themselves. But when they come here, just because someone says, hey, I'll give you free shit, go fuck yourself.
Yeah. Well, and there's before everything with, shutdowns and everything, everybody, there was a couple kids, I call them kids. I'm not even 30, but they're younger than me. And Anthony, everything that mom's gone through. So I feel a lot older than I am.
Yeah.
They were like, man, we can vote. We're going to go for Bernie because he's going to give us free everything. I'm like, it's not going to be free, dumbass. I said, your paycheck that you get? Yeah. I said, okay, effectively cut it in half and then divide that by 2.
If they start handing out to everybody, including the illegals, it'd be more than half.
Oh, yeah.
It'd be a third of that motherfucker gone.
Yep.
Yeah, you may have a house. You may have medical. That's all you're going to have. And it's not going to be good medical because people's like, oh, we need medical like Canada. Well, Ron's been on here. He can tell you it's not all that great, people.
In Canada, mom wouldn't have been approved for the surgery in the first place, her DBS surgery.
Yeah, but see what gets me, people don't, because they don't report this. You know how many people in Canada come down here to have surgeries because their surgery up there sucks?
Oh, lot. Yeah. I mean, every Canadian I know, they're when I tell them about mom's brain surgery, they're like, oh, hell, we'd have to wait like 15 years to even get seen for something like that.
Yeah, and then when you are seen, you get a butcher.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because he's the only guy willing to work for what they'll pay. Yeah.
I'm just glad that I live in the UK.
Yeah. Yeah, but y'all shit ain't free either.
Nope.
Yeah.
Oh, and hi, Miss Donna. Or, sorry. Hi, Miss Donna. Hi, Miss Lisa. How are you?
Yeah.
When you talk like that, I get worried about you, Dave. I think you're a sausage jockey.
Well, you know what gets me? Just like you're talking about Bernie Sanders, all this shit he was offering. Ask the people from Venezuela how that worked out for him.
Anthony, that was always my analogy.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was I said
how that worked. Why do you think thousands of them were headed this way?
I would always tell them, look up Venezuela and tell me how well socialism worked out for them.
When they first went through their oil boom, my company was down there most of the time. And let me tell you, I watched that place go from a shithole to a beautiful place, and now it's slowly resinking back to a shithole.
I don't think it's slowly anymore.
No, well, you know what I'm talking about.
I know.
We were doing good because, the politicians that were in that hand were taking the oil money and actually distributing it among the people. The Saudis have been doing it for fucking hundreds of years.
Yeah.
Why do you think they're all running around wrecking $900,000 cars and just leave them in the desert? Because all that oil money is dispersed between the whole kingdom.
Oh, yeah.
But the thing is, as long as you have someone dispersing it like they're supposed to, it works. I tell people all the time, it's not that socialism won't work. It's just the only way you can make it work is you got to get rid of greed. And what does man crave? Greed.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody always wants to be on top. Not just in sex.
Down.
Yeah.
Hi, Lissy.
Yeah. I mean, think about it. How did we get where we at? We went to our neighbors. We beat the shit out of them. And we took their shit. Or they beat the shit out of us and took our shit. That's just the way it worked. Yeah. But yeah. Yeah, I don't know. they just need to leave shit alone. You know, people that want to do it, countries that want to do, you know, the socialism, the communism, it works out for them as they claim it does, which it never does. The only one that ever worked for a period of time was Chinese. But you got to understand the Chinese still have capitalism and communism.
Yeah.
The only part that's capitalism is how they make their money. The communists is how they control their people.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Lissy said hi, Anthony.
Oh, hey.
What's wrong, Lissy? Why are you upset?
Yeah.
Do you need Nick to rub his nipples for you?
No problem.
Nick happily volunteered for that one.
And Lisa, why I keep muting myself? They're flying jets.
Yeah.
Nick.
There you go, Lizzie Ann.
Wait, what? But
Oh,
still,
yeah. If you're still in a lockdown area and you go to the emergency room, if you don't have the virus, no, they're not going to help you. Got bad news.
Unless you're holding your guts in your hand and you're bleeding profusely, they're gonna say, hopefully you'll feel better in the next few days.
Mm-hmm.
Have a good one.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, if you're not showing telltale signs to run the test for COVID-19, they're going to send you home. Trust me. You know how many people try to go to the emergency room for everyday normal shit, and they tell them. In fact, they send them across town to the urgent care. It's the only place here that's seeing people, and they see you in the parking lot. You can't even go in the building. They got little spots you park in, and the nurse and the doctor come out to you. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Louisiana, if you want your son to get somewhere, just tell him to speak a foreign language.
Yeah.
As long as he can't speak English, he's all right.
Yeah.
Sad part is that's actually fairly true.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't go to hospital, so I either go to the doctor or I go to urgent care. I learned a long time ago, like he said, unless you're holding your guts in your hand, you don't go to the emergency room. Yeah. Yeah, halftime you try to go to our emergency room, it's full of foreigners. You know them. Some of them nurses in there, they always have that look like they want to pull their fucking hair out, just run and strip their clothes in the parking lot and fuck a beanpole. Yeah, because they're in there trying to talk to these people and they can't speak English, or they're acting like they can't speak English. One of the two.
Mm-hmm.
And none of them speak what they're speaking.
Oh shit! I'll be right back.
Or the one lady that does know how to speak Spanish is never there, and it's not even just Spanish. The Nigerians. Oh my God, what the fuck? How the fuck did Nigerians get all the way and then come up from the fucking south? I mean, you know, it's not even. People think it's just Spanish people coming from the border. It's not. It's Nigerians, people from fucking across the ocean. Yeah.
Yeah. Central America, everything.
Yeah.
And before some snowflake and liptard tells me I'm racist, I'm not racist. I'm an equalist.
Well,
I hate everyone equally.
Yeah, but okay, that's just like when a lot of them are coming from the Central American shit. I can understand there's all kind of shit going on there. There's wars, there's civil wars, there's governments that are crooked. But the thing is, when you usually hear the term refugees, you're thinking children, old people. These people look like fucking bulls, man.
Yeah.
Half of them look like fucking guerrilla fighters. And I'm thinking, why are you not back over there fighting for your country and still running? That right there kind of throws an alarm off my head. That's not a refugee. That's someone trying to come in here to acting like a refugee. So they got people on the other side when they decided to say, you know what, we're taking over.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, because I was expecting to see old people and kids when I was down there. And it was fucking healthy. I'm like, give that motherfucker uniform and a gun and march his ass back the other way.
Pretty much.
God. And then when they went to Venezuela with the cameras, guess who you seen fighting the crooked government over there? The old people, old women. I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah. Grandpa out there, come on, motherfucker! And they're blasting them down the road. They're blasting them, rolling them down the highway with a fucking water cannon. You know, let me tell you, ain't nothing like seeing an 80-something-year-old man with no shirt rolling down the fucking interstate, balled up like a ball goat because of a fucking water cannon. Yeah. All flapping out in shorts and shit. Yeah. Yeah. But yet all the young men are at the border trying to cross it. I'm like, you pussy motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you remember a couple months ago that march from Central America. They took the ferry to Mexico and they started marching through Mexico.
Yeah.
And they were gonna come into America. Did you see that there was maybe 2% of the entire thing that was actually refugees, like old people and children and everything? Rest were people my age.
Yeah, yeah. Or younger.
Yeah.
And they wasn't all brown people, so don't think it was all Mexicans. It was fucking Nigerians.
Oh, no.
India. China. Yeah. No, yeah. Well, see, that's why I was trying to tell everybody when all those caravans were moving. I have a friend that lives in Guam. I have a friend that lives in Venezuela. I have another friend that lives in Panama, right before the Panama Canal.
Mm-hmm.
He said they were taking their prisoners that were overpopulated and sticking them in the caravan at gunpoint and making them march out with the people. Why do you think you heard all these crimes of these guys coming from across the border that were raping, murdering, killing people? They were even killing the people that was in the caravan coming up. Yeah, because they unloaded people out of their prisons.
Yeah.
And the one guy that told me, he has no reason to lie to me. He's still down there. He told me, he said, oh, yeah. He said, we watched them bus them out toward the caravan were coming through and marched them into the crowd of the caravan and sent them up as refugees, and they were prisoners. In other words, they're getting rid of their trash.
Yep.
And they were told, if you turn around and come back, we'll fucking shoot you on sight. So, yeah, they're going to follow the caravan to the border. Yeah.
Exactly. And the thing is under Obama or Hillary, if that had happened, oh, come on in.
Yeah.
And it would have been chaos. But yeah,
it did happen. I mean, how many times you turn the news on and you heard some little girl getting raped or killed, or especially the Nigerians, they were raping little girls like even in Cancun and all that. I got a friend there that works for the police, the police department in Mexico. He said they were having 11 and 10 and 9-year-old girls raped left and right.
Yeah,
because see, in their country, it's acceptable for some guy in his 30s to rape a little fucking 10, 9, 12-year-old. Because in their country, women have no rights. They're actually lower than a dog.
Yeah.
And they hate dogs. Yeah.
Well, no, Seth, it's not. Here's the thing. You can't say
that. I'm a Democrat and I don't believe in that shit, period.
Yeah, it's not the Democrats' fault. It's a fault of all the politicians of the last 35 to 40 years.
Yeah. Well, that and the Democrat Party is no longer Democratic. I hope y'all know that. Because at one time we had a whole group of people here. We called them pinkos, communists. And they've slowly melted themselves into intertwines of the Democrat Party.
Yeah, the Democrats of today aren't what the Democrats were when it was founded.
Go look up marches of the Democrats from the 30s, the 40s, and 50s and 60s, and see who's right dead center marching with them.
Mm-hmm.
The Klan.
Yeah, no. When Trump was running and that Klan leader said we will vote for Trump, and Trump's like, look, you vote for who you want, but don't say I'm part of it. If you look in history, the Klan started with the Democrats. They didn't start with the Republicans.
Yeah. Well, I know, but people are too stupid. I tell people I'm a liberal, I'm a Democrat, but there's an opposite, because the ones you see doing the shit they do, we call those libertards.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
because this is the mindset of a true liberal. You don't fringe on my freedoms, and I don't fringe on yours. Just like I tell people all the time, don't tell me what to do in my backyard, but if you want to hang goats and fuck 9-year-olds in your backyard, that's your business. Don't ask me how I feel about it, and don't tell me I got to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And don't ask me to accept it, because I never will.
Nope.
That's a true liberal.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell people all the time, you can throw Republican, Democrat, or Independent all you want in front of it. There's two national parties. You have imperialists and nationalists. I'm a nationalist. Never will be an imperialist. Yeah.
And that's the thing, is a lot of the kids are they're
brainwashed. They're brainwashed.
Yeah.
That's why they don't teach them how to write and read in cursive. Okay, how can you educate yourself when all your Bill of Rights, your Constitution is wrote in cursive, and you can't even fucking read or write the language? Hell, even me knowing how to read and write cursive, the Bill of Rights and Independence is still confusing as fuck because the way they word it.
Yeah.
And if you don't know how to read it, and you got, because the thing is, they teach kids to depend on other people interpreting shit for them. And what does man do to everything they interpret? They leave shit out. They add shit to it.
Exactly.
I mean, look at the Bible itself. How did one fucking Dead Sea Scroll come out with fucking 28, 29 something fucking Bibles? Really?
Yeah.
Because man likes to change shit. Hey, let's add that. Oh, well, I don't quite agree with it. Let's go this route.
Well, and that's why, because at work, if we're ever in an accident, they want to know what our religion is. Yeah. And I'm not religious, but I believe in God. Well, David, you have to put a religion. No, I'm not religious.
What you do, you tell them I'm not a religious person, because that puts a category on. I'm a spiritual person. But see, when you say you're spiritual, they can't go, well, you're Baptist or Catholic or blah, 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 blah. You just go, I'm spiritual. I'm not religious. Because when you say I'm religious, then you have to categorize yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to go and get my head down.
All right.
Okay, Nick.
I tell everybody flat out I'm spiritual. Don't ever fucking list me as a religious person. I'm spiritual. Because what I believe may not be what you believe, but whatever you believe, that's your business. Because I'm not going to tell you how to do it. And that's why I hate fucking Bible thumpers, and I hate fucking Jehovah's Witness. I don't mind you talking about your religion to me, but don't try to shove it down my fucking throat. Because I'll tell you in a heartbeat. And I was mostly raised Catholic, but I'll tell you in a heartbeat to go fuck yourself. Even if you're Catholic, I'll tell you to go fuck yourself.
Oh, I was, to placate my father's family. My mom and dad talked about it and agreed to have me baptized Catholic, because you want to hear the crazy thing?
Yeah.
My grandparents were going to abduct me and take me to a church in Santa Fe to have me baptized Catholic.
Yeah. Well, when they tried to baptize me Catholic, they were going to kidnap me and bring me back to fucking Israel. Because my actual family origin is Jewish.
Yeah.
Hence the last name, Cantor. Here it's spelled with a C. Over there it's spelled with a K. Yeah. That's why you see me have the and this one. Yeah. That's why I tell people. They say, "What religion are you?" I said, "I'm not. I'm spiritual. I believe in a higher calling. I just might not believe how you believe. I believe."
Well, what there was a I forget what he was, but anyway, he was in my truck and he said, "Can I pray?" Because we had a big special event because they were gonna start shooting a movie, so we had to clean up an area. He's like, "Can I pray for that I do a good job?" I said, "Yeah, go ahead, pray, but don't ask me to join and don't push it on me. Do what you want."
Yeah.
Just, you know, because if there's a big work order or something, I'm like, please, Lord, please don't let me fuck up.
Okay. I know. I usually pray like Medea. Good Lord, give me strength, because you know I'm gonna kill these idiot motherfuckers. You know I'm gonna kill them. I'll be praying like Medea. You know I'm gonna pop a cap in somebody's ass.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Hold me back, Lord.
Oh, so you want to hear a story about the time I was about a snowflake?
Yeah.
So we deal with a lot of shopping carts here. People take them, or the homeless, or because one of my specialties when I was at my previous department is I cleaned up the bum camps because I had all the training and everything. So, and typically they would take like 3 guys to load a shopping cart into the back of the truck. Well, I just lift it over my head and throw it.
Right.
Because I have the strength to do that.
Right.
So I had this one guy on my truck. We cleaned up a bum camp. We were moving on, and he said, "Hey, can you pull over?" I'm thinking he's sick or something, because that's happened.
Yeah.
Get sick on the job sometimes. He said, "I need to get out of the truck because I'm a little intimidated by the hypermasculinity."
Oh my God.
Lifting the thing you're trying to assert dominance. I said, I'm doing my job.
Right.
So he literally got out of the truck and sat Indian style for like 5 minutes and came in. He's like, "All right, I got my safe space and I feel better."
No.
I looked at him. I said, "You better get out of my truck."
Yeah.
"Why?" "Get the fuck out of my truck." So he got out. I raided the supervisor. I said, "This is where this guy is. You need to come get him, because otherwise I'm going to hurt him."
Oh yeah. I've had a few of those escorted to the gate by security. They'd be like, "What's wrong?" I said, "I want him out of this plant yesterday."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the weird thing is he was a good worker. He was a damn good worker, but it's like, dude, I was just throwing the shopping carts in the back of my fucking truck. That's not hyper masculinity. What even the fuck is hyper masculinity?
So he just mad because you can do it. He could. That's all it boils down to. He doesn't have the strength to do it, but you do, and that makes him feel insignificant, which is his fucking problem. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I tell him, not everybody in this world is meant to be fucking strong. Okay. There's always going to be weak some bitches, just like there's going to be strong. You just happen to fall in the weak category. Live with it, deal with it. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like you got people that's smart and some smarter than others, and you got some you just wonder what the fuck happened. Yeah.
Well, I'm dumber than a 20-pound sack of stupid, and it's overflowing. But
But you know what I'm saying.
I know.
You don't take it out on others because of your shortfalling. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. See, that's the point. They want everybody to go, oh, it'll be okay. Yeah.
Is years ago, my buddy, he was going to school to be a lawyer, and I went over, and he was really stressed. His girlfriend called me, said, "Hey, could you come out?" I said, have a couple beers, and he starts talking to me about laws and shit like that, and legal precedents and legal terms. I looked at him, I listened, and he said, and he's like, "David, thank you for listening." I said, "No problem. I have no idea what the fuck you said, but I'll be more than glad to listen to you, man."
Well, see, that's the whole part of a conversation. You know, even though they may say something you don't agree, and you say something, you just agree to disagree, and you go back your own way. You know, that's you don't have to be enemies. You don't have to hate each other. If we was all the same, we'd be boring as fuck.
Well, that's why I laugh, and I'm sure you've heard it. You've heard it, Anthony. You've heard it, Chrissy. Chat. You've heard it, Twitter. There's those people. Oh, we need to get rid of all borders, and we need to be a utopian society and be all together and be as one. I look at them. I said, and I tell them, "Are you proud of your heritage?" And they say, "Yes, of course I am." Well, then why do you want to get rid of it?
Yeah.
Why do you want to take away your being an individual?
Well, just like I was saying earlier. You'll never be able to have a utopia because you always got greedy people. You're always going to have someone that wants to be on top of the other person. You know, always wants, you know, because I don't care what society you're in, you have leaders and you have followers. That's just the way it's always been.
Yep.
The strong will always lead the weak. Sorry. All the weak can get together and they still have their asses handed to them. Go ask Antifa how many times they've had their asses handed to them by a small group.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, they come in
thank you,
numbers and still have their asses handed to them. And over here, between here and Texas, a shitload of them come, even from California. There was probably about 280 of them. They had their asses handed to them by 30 people.
Oh, yeah.
30 Texans beat the living shit out of them. Yeah. What's open primary? I have no idea. I don't do the primary bullshit.
No.
Yeah. I don't never worry about who's trying to get in. Primaries is usually when you have one
Mr. Larson
trying to run for a party.
Mr. Larson. Oh, looks like you're getting raided.
Hey, what's going on?
Hello.
Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Golden Sniper.
Yeah.
And Nancy, you need to eat. Brother,
Yes.
did you eat today?
Nancy, you better eat because I really don't feel like getting in my truck, driving all the way up there, and making you eat.
Yeah. What's up, Dave? But yeah.
Brother, if you ever did that, she'll make you eat first.
Yeah, I don't even vote party anymore. I basically tell people I take the two evils and I vote for the lesser of the evils. Because that's basically all it boils down to. You're voting for the lesser of the two evils. Yeah.
That's pretty much what it is. And look, is Donald Trump going to go down as a great president? More than likely not. Just because history will be rewritten. But was he the president that we needed to bounce shit back? Yes, he was.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll definitely agree with that one.
He is here. He just passed it.
Yeah.
To do the second one.
Yeah. Nope. Seth, I don't vote in primaries. I always vote at the, when it counts. Like I said, you can vote for whoever you think needs to run. You still vote, when it comes down, you vote for the two of the lesser evils. Yeah.
Yep. You vote for the lesser.
Yeah.
If you're looking at it and you don't like either one, you're holding two piles of shit. Well, which one smells less bad?
Yeah. Which one's got less skeletons?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And does Trump have skeletons?
I vote. the first time around, I voted for Trump because, first of all, I knew Hillary. I knew the Clinton. Them motherfuckers got so many skeletons in the closet. They make Hoover fucking look like a fucking Girl Scout.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Lisa. No. And let me tell you, Hoover was no saint.
No, Hoover was special, and he was the first one to actually be like, look, I need dirt on everybody.
Yeah. Well, he had to have dirt on him, but he liked to dress in women's clothing. Come on.
Yeah.
You know, he had to have dirt on people.
Welcome,
But-
Lisa.
Hello, Lisa. Another Lisa.
But yeah, I know. It's just primaries to me are a fucking joke.
It's a waste of time.
Yeah.
Primaries are the popular kid vote, and then once it gets to the actual vote, it's the lesser of two evils.
Well, that's like when I voted for Trump. My friend says, "Man, you never vote for anybody that doesn't have a track record." I said, "Well, Trump's not a politician, so he doesn't really have a track record, but she does." And I sure the fuck wouldn't vote for that cunt.
No.
Yeah.
Dave Larson, I would love to see you in the freaking dress.
Yeah.
Are you trying to steal my thunder, bitch?
Baby,
your own lane.
almost went out my nose.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
Now, I used to vote in the primaries, but I haven't voted in the primaries in the last. Well, put it this way, I've been a registered Democrat all my life, and in the last 8 years, I haven't voted for a fucking Democrat. So, yeah. Return my dress, or I'm telling my mom.
Bitch, you wish you could wear my shoes. They're my high heels.
Yeah.
And it's my bustier.
Or as my older brother used to be, you better not scratch my heels. Those things cost me $180 and I ain't even wore them.
And besides, Dave, it's pink, it's flowy, it has flowers, it's mine.
Yeah.
You can keep the panties.
Yeah, I wish somebody'd tell that to Walmart.
Dave, you said you would never tell about that.
What is it? Is it a G?
Yeah.
Eatable G?
How many people here know if you buy underwear at Walmart, I don't care if you're man or female, and you open it, you cannot bring it back? Yeah, because, you know, there's a thing that they know you fucking at one time either tried them on or wore them.
Yeah.
So why would they let you bring it back? It's not like they can fucking put a piece of tape on and put back on a shelf with your crotch rots in the middle of it.
No shit.
Yeah. That's one of the items when you buy it.
It's yours.
Yeah, unless you bring it back unopened.
Unopened.
And you say, look, I didn't open this. It's the wrong size. I need the larger ones. Apparently, I'm Bigfoot. You know, that even goes for socks. It's not just underwear; it's socks.
Yep.
Bra.
When I worked at Albertsons eons ago, I worked in customer service, and this customer brought in a package that ribs were in, and she said, "I'd like to return this." It was just the package. The ribs weren't there or anything. I said, "Well, where's the ribs?" "Oh, we had them for dinner the other night."
Well, how?
Why are you? I said, "Why are you returning it?" "Oh, they weren't that good."
Well, that's your fault. You don't know how to cook.
I got in trouble. I got in trouble for this one, Anthony. I said, just because your recipe sucked doesn't mean the ribs were bad.
Yeah, I know.
I got in so much trouble for that one.
Yeah, but I mean, come on. If you're gonna bring something back, even look, you know, I tell people, I understand you're broke and you're poor and you're doing what you got to do. I understand that, but at least eat half and put the other half back in the package and say, hey, look, bro, I bought these. I tried to eat them, but God, Jesus fucking Christ, that's to me that's more understandable because sir, let me take it from. We'll get you another pack, or we'll give you money back.
Exactly. And well, Albertsons LLC was bought out by Market. I forget what the main company is called now, but it used to be LLC. As we had a policy in LLC to where if you buy meat and like you take half of it for dinner and it's bad, it tastes funny or something, we'll get you another one and we will refund the full price,
Right.
even if it was on sale.
Yeah.
That was our policy. But if you bring me back an
empty pack,
and say that it wasn't very good, well, that was your own fucking fault.
Yeah. Or my favorite when I worked at Walmart. Hey, this TV sucks. I want my money back. Well, first thing I always made my staff do, you open the fucking box.
Yeah.
One, to make sure the fucking TV's in it. Because you know how many boxes we've had returned and they didn't look because they were too busy. So they just took it, put it in the buggy and handed the guy his money. And later we open up, guess what's in it? Brick. Just to give it enough weight to make it feel like something's in it.
Like there's a TV.
So basically they come in, bought the TV, got their money back, and still have the TV and their money. Yeah. So basically they got a free TV on your dumbass, and then they wonder why they got fired. Because you didn't take 2 seconds to go, hey, it's a fucking brick, dickhead. Because the people don't realize if you open that box and I lift that top and there's a brick in there, I can just put the deal, get on the phone, call the police.
Yep.
Because now you just tried to embezzle money off
you're
of my
trying. You're committing. You're trying to commit fraud.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your camera went fuzzy, bro. Anthony.
Yeah, you're a little fuzzy. There you go.
Huh?
Even back in Albertson's days, I was training people because when I go to a job, for better or for worse, most of the time it's work to my detriment just because I get more work piled on top of me. I learn every facet of the job.
Yeah.
I learn everything I can. If there's somebody that's willing to teach me, I'm willing to learn because I want to know. So I was teaching people and I got in trouble with tobacco because I didn't follow their schematic because it made no sense.
Yeah.
So I didn't follow their schematic. My store's cigarette sales, because people could actually see all the cigarettes and it wasn't jumbled. In 2 months period, my store's cigarette sales went up 200%.
Right. Hey, Joseph.
So anyway, sorry. So I was teaching others how to do it. And this one person bought like 20 cartons from this one store, and this new lobby clerk gave them their money back, which is illegal.
Mm-hmm.
And they kept the cigarettes.
Whoa. Yeah, people don't realize if you buy a pack of cigarettes, walk out of the store,
it's yours.
Only thing they can do is if they decide to, they don't have to. They could take that pack and say like you got the shorts and you wanted the hundreds. They might exchange it, but they're not going to give you money back.
No,
they're not supposed to.
And I've done that a few times. Like if because with what mom smokes, I'll forget to say the 120s. I'll pay for it. And I'm like, oh crap, I meant for the 120s. It's the exact same price. I go to the same place. They're like, oh, okay, here, we'll take that. There's the 120s.
Right.
But you don't get your money back on tobacco.
You're not supposed to. That's a big no-no.
No.
Same thing with alcohol.
So that person got fired, and they got that person got fired. They got 3 months probation, and they got a $3,000 fine.
Yeah, because you're licensed. Yeah, you're licensed. Yeah. People don't realize when you work in a store and you're handling cigarettes or alcohol, you have to get a special license to sell it.
Yep.
And that means you're subject to fines, imprisonment, the whole works.
Exactly. Well, I mean, that's why undercover police officers, they'll send somebody underage
Yep.
or somebody without an ID and try to buy one or the other. And if you don't
Card 'em.
ask for an ID, which you're required to by federal law,
Yeah.
you're gonna get fired, you're gonna get arrested, and you're gonna get fined.
Mm-hmm. Or you'll get arrested and the company gets fined and you get fired.
Yeah. And then to get the money that they paid out for the fine.
Yeah. Plus you lose your license.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Which means basically, even if you get off easy, where are you going to go back to work? Because now you can't sell liquor and alcohol. So they have to put you somewhere where you don't have to touch that, which most stores, it's everywhere. So you're pretty much out of job.
Yep.
Yeah. Even if they want to keep you because you fucked up that one time, it's still because that license got suspended. You can't sell liquor or cigarettes for them.
Yep.
Yeah. I seen a store here. They got busted so many times they pulled their license to even carry liquor or cigarettes.
There's been a couple stores around here that's happened to.
And the store was closed 3 months after that happened.
Mm-hmm.
Because that was their biggest business was tobacco and liquor.
Well, that's why if you look at a grocery advertisement for the big ones, that's why you'll see good sales on beer or spirits is because they want you to come in, get that, but then you're like, oh, wait a minute, since I'm at the store, I'm going to go buy A, B, C, and D.
Yeah, you need chips and dips and
exactly. So so selling alcohol at a price at a lesser price brings you in to where you'll buy more in the store.
Well, it's the same thing with gas. People think owners make a lot of money off sales of gas. They don't.
Hell no.
That's just to get you to stop and buy something on the inside.
Yep.
Inside's where they make their money.
It was funny. I had a customer.
My buddy sells right now. He's going through about 800 to 700 gallons a week. He makes a nickel a gallon. That's it. A nickel a gallon.
It's I had a lady who said it was around the time that cigarette prices went up, and she said, "Well, I'm not going to buy here anymore." I'm like, "Okay, I understand. I'll if you want to go to the res, whatever." And she said, "Well, I buy a lot of cigarettes. You're going to lose a lot of money." I said, "Ma'am, no offense, but you buy 5 packs of cigarettes a day or a week."
Yeah.
I said, "You know how much money I make off that 1 pack of cigarettes?" She said, "How much?" I said, "I make 15 cents off that pack of cigarettes." Yeah. That's a novelty.
Yeah. In this state, you only make 8. The store owner only makes 8 cents a pack because all the taxes on the smoking.
Yep.
Because we have 2 taxes on smoking plus they have the sin tax. So that's 3 taxes on 1 pack of cigarettes.
Yep. Well, and like we offered bill pay, MoneyGram, money orders, and everything. All that is just novelty to get you into the store.
Yeah. Hey, why you in here paying? Hey, why you in here paying your light bill? Grab you a Coke and a bag of chips and a candy bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had people who they're paying their bills and they ask me, "Hey, what are the meat sales?" And I had them memorized. Yeah. I had them memorized from each week, and I would tell them. They're like, I'm gonna go shopping.
Yeah.
Right now, the novelties just paid for themselves.
Yep. Well, it draws them in, just like gas station. That's the reason they have gas. That's to get you to stop. Because if they were just a store on a corner, chances are you're gonna fly right by them. Yep. Yeah. Why you think a lot of corner mom and pop stores have died that didn't have gas pumps? Because hey, I can go down there and I can get Coke and a gas in the same place. Why should I stop at yours?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's and a lot of people don't realize that is because my dad worked for Phillips.
Yeah.
He told me, you make no money with gas. You make no money with cigarettes. You make no money with lottery. Your money is in that Coke they buy,
or the chips, or the
chips, or the candy bar, or whatever.
Yeah,
there's your profit.
Yeah, well, that's why they tell people. People say, "Well, they're hiding there." I said, "That's why they call it a convenience store, because it's conveniently there for you to grab while you're doing other things." You're paying for the convenience.
Are we boring you, Chris?
Nope.
Ah.
Yeah.
But I could never get my trainees to understand that. It's
Yeah.
like if they ask you a question about what you have some of it memorized so that way you can tell them.
Or at least have a cheat sheet on you.
Yeah. It's like here's the counter, here's the register. Have a little cheat sheet right here on the counter.
Yeah.
And just look and say, oh, or if you don't want to do that, have a small stack of ads and hand them to them.
Yeah, we had 5
I'm
registers.
sorry. It sounded like you guys said cheat sheets instead of cheat sheets.
No, a sheet, with the prices. That's why where I used to work, there was 5
We don't mind
registers.
cookies either.
And each time we had like sales and specials, I always would do a little printout and I would tape it on the counter by the register to where, they can go, someone says, do you have any specials this week? And they can look and go, oh yeah, we got so-and-so for, yeah.
Exactly.
Portuguese sausage, 10 for 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or and in the butcher block, the more expensive meats like the brisket and the ribs and everything, we had buy one get 2 free. Well, that's because that means we got a hell of a deal from the butcher the butcher plant.
Well, it's kind of like the beer. You buy 5 cases, they give you 2 free.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'll be right back. Go ahead and talk about it. I got to pee. I can't hold it no longer.
Hey, brother.
Hello, sister. How are you?
I ain't feeling nothing from what happened this morning. Almost got mobbed today.
Christy, I told you not to do your seductive dance in public. Everybody would try to get to you.
Yeah, but apparently they loved it too much that my security had to come out.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Well, don't do that.
Yeah. But it was funny, though. As soon as they came out, there was 5 guys. As soon as they came out, they only saw 4 and the 5th one on the ground.
Did you drop him or did he just drop to the floor?
I'm going to just say for his dignity, he dropped to the floor.
Okay, so basically you broke out the pimpin' hand of justice.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Almost spilled my freaking coffee. I was pissed even more.
Well, now that's the true tragedy. That would have been the true tragedy of the morning if you spilled your coffee.
Yeah.
At that point, none of them would have survived.
If security didn't come out, no, none of them would have survived.
Wait, hold on.
Okay. I like that picture.
Stop using that damn word. Now you got that song playing in my head. I'll survive. The funny thing is, I know a lot of people hate that song and pick on it, but the funny thing is that song can be on and blasting, and everybody them hips start
Moving.
Yeah, it's like, I thought you hate that song. Well, it's catchy.
Yeah.
It's funny where I used to do construction. There'd be 8 of us almost every Friday on payday Friday when we clocked out. We'd all be walking to the gate singing "Leaving on a Jet Airplane." Of course, Wednesday we'd be singing "We'll Survive."
Yeah.
That was the Hump Day song. I'm just saying, it's funny as hell because you're out in this big construction field, construction going around. You see all these big, burly, heavy, good guys dancing to "I'll Survive."
TikTok.
Yeah. Well, we didn't have TikTok back then, so yeah. You just a couple of bosses get drunk and tell everybody else, "You son of a bitch, you out there dancing like a bunch of fairies."
Mom, were you gonna come in here? Oh yeah. I was gonna say I'm going in my room.
I don't know. His boy name was Moses.
Yeah.
I never knew that.
That's why he became Monkey Boy.
Oh,
He knows when you're pissed off when you call him Moses.
Gets to him, huh?
All my cousins keep forgetting my real name. But they call me by what my uncle them used to call me.
Yeah.
I was like, no, you guys gotta call me by my real name or Chris. You can't have both.
Yeah, I got plenty of when they see me, they go, "Ain't you Anna's boy?" they can't even remember her name, but they remember, you're Ann Lee's boy, ain't you?
Like, my cousin then didn't knew I knew their real names because we use nicknames.
Where's my
One of my cousins pissed me off, so I was like, "Shut up, Ferret."
Where's my
Her name is
grandpa?
actually Farrell.
Where's my grandpa used to tell people, "Yep, that's Ann Lee's boy." Same fucking pissy, moaning ass voice. Telling people how it is.
Right?
Yeah, I get my asshole. Being an asshole, I got my asshole. Cause my mom would tell you in a heartbeat to go fuck yourself. Yeah, I got it honestly, put it that way.
Right? Yes, Donna. That is much easier. Okay, Lisa, thank you for coming.
All right, later, Lisa. Have a good one. Now I gotta come up with another song. That song's still playing in my goddamn head.
I will survive. Oh, copyrighted.
Oh well.
Hi, Mama Cindy.
Yeah, it happens, Cindy. Hey, Susan. It happens a lot, Cindy. That's why I tell people every once in a while you gotta check your subscriptions.
Hi, Susan.
Yeah.
I got ice in my mouth.
Hello, Susan.
Hey.
Mom's in chat.
Yep.
Yeah, I had to go help her with the dogs on some, and I told her that you were live, and she's like, "I didn't get a notification." So she looked, and she's like, "What the hell? Why does it say subscribe? I've been subscribed since I joined the community." So
Yeah.
So
Well, that's why
if you was to go on Anthony's live stream and it says subscribe, if you go on top the actual page, it says you are subscribed.
Yeah.
That's what happens to me.
Yeah.
Anthony, read your Facebook message.
I did. Thank you, lady. I see you're more than welcome. I have no trouble passing any information to anybody, especially if it helps them.
especially if it doesn't cost us $3,700.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying because a lot of people, I tell them right now is the time to do it because with the state of emergency, they relaxed all the qualifications, so it's a lot easier to get on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or it's a lot easier to get everything approved in a short amount of time.
Right.
Because we got the bill for mom's, or the insurance bill for mom's first surgery and all the tests after, and we're up to about $250,000.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you, when I right after, a little bit after, well, February of 2016 is when I had my cranial aneurysm stroke. Before that December of that year, when I was by then I was home, healing at home. My helicopter ride alone, just one helicopter, and I had two of them. One helicopter alone ride from where I was at to where they had to bring me was $62,000.
I believe it. I really
Then they had to stop in Lafayette to drill the hole in my head, so I quit stroking out from the blood pressure, from the bleeding.
to relieve the cranial pressure.
That was $127,000. Then they flew me from there to Shreveport, Louisiana, which was another several hours away. Well, for them, it wasn't hours, but if you're driving, it was 3 hours away. And between the coma, the gamma knife surgery, the coils, the stents, it was $670,000.
Damn.
And I had no insurance. My insurance only paid 80% of everything. The company I was working for.
Yeah.
And I was entitled to other benefits, but because of Obama's bullshit, they wouldn't give them to me.
Nope.
Soon as Trump got in, they reevaluated my record. He signed the deal. Every one of my bills got paid. Every single one of them. So that's why I cannot, even though I might not like the man as far as who he was beforehand, but for what he's done as a president, I can't say a fucking thing against him at all.
Same here.
I don't care how much you hate him. He got all my medical shit that I was entitled to, not just because I worked, it's because I served too. I was entitled to that shit. That shit was supposed to have never been taken from us, and it was. Because they want to give it to a bunch of motherfuckers that's never paid a dime into the system. That's bullshit.
Yeah. Well, and here's the thing: is he brash? Is he a little? Does he not think things through?
I'm sorry. To run a country, you have to be an asshole.
You do.
Yeah.
And you also have to be a little bit crazy. I mean, look at Ronald Reagan and the Cold War. Everybody was like, "Well, we'll do it. We'll do it." He looked at him and said, "Go ahead, launch, motherfuckers. I'll launch too."
Yeah.
And
that's what I said. Vote for him.
Yeah.
And as soon as he said that, everybody backed down. A little after that, he said, "Tear down the wall." They tore down the wall.
Yeah.
You got to be a crazy motherfucker.
Do you know they laughed at him when he told Gorbachev that? But what happened? You believe it or not, that wasn't really supposed to happen.
No.
It's just the people on both sides heard that speech and was so inspired by it, they bum rushed the security and the guards. And the guards were so freaked out because they had people coming from both sides. They didn't know what to fucking do. So they let them tear it down.
Yeah. That was never supposed to happen.
No. Because they had guards calling command wanting to know, do we shoot or what do we do?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And look, and with as crazy as North Korea is, Donald Trump is the first president in 40 plus years to actually get a meeting.
Well, hey, he went to him. He walked across and shook hands with the man.
Yeah. And
people don't realize, as soon as he crossed there, he could have had his people shoot that motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he looked at him and said, "If you continue your shit, guess what? I got a missile with your fucking name on it."
Yeah. Yeah.
And do they still test? Yes. Do they test as frequently as they did during Obama's administration? Hell no.
No. They just right now they beat on their chest every once in a while to let us know they're still here.
And he just laughs at him.
Yeah.
I loved one of his tweets to where he was talking about President Moon of South Korea, and he said, "Hey, tell how's Rocket Man doing?"
Yeah. Tell Rocket Man to calm down. Yeah, I remember that. Everybody freaked out. He called him Rocket Man.
Okay, I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'll tone it down.
Yeah. Oh, but yeah. Yeah, like I
Right.
said, man, you would not believe how happy I was when I seen all my bills get paid. And then on top of that, I didn't have to drive 6 hours there and back to go to the fucking VA because now I can go anywhere I want.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool,
Oh,
Susan.
all right, Susan. Congratulations. Yeah. Did Ken hold his pinky out when he was slipping his?
When he asked for the sniff of wine, did he have his pinky out?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome you to the lifestyles of the rich and redneck. Today we will be looking at Ken and Susan of the Redneck Connection.
Well, yeah, they do, Seth. That's because we designed it and had them make it. You don't think they're not going to copy it for themselves? I mean, come on. Half our guiding systems come from fucking China.
Yeah.
Why do you think we have laboratories over here just to check for back doors when they deliver it? And people say, well, why do they check for back doors? Think about it. You're making a missile guidance system for your basically possibility your enemy.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you think you wouldn't sew in a few back doors in case they try to launch that shit at you? You can go, I don't think so. Beep.
Exactly.
Yeah. Of course, we do the same shit to them too, so
Mhm.
we're not innocent. Yeah.
Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear Nancy's eating. I didn't want to have to drive all the way up there.
Yeah. My penis.
On the bottom, right above the balls, it says "Made in China."
Yeah.
Breaks easily.
Yeah. And on the other side it says made by Ching Ling. He's 5.
The first thing I come back to is you guys talking about balls.
I was just about to make that joke, Anthony.
Yeah. No, I'm serious, man. When I was in China, man, I always hear stories. You always hear shit until you see it for yourself. It's kind of like you could take it or leave it because you never know, especially nowadays. These motherfuckers lie to us as much as they fucking tell you anything.
Yeah.
When I was over there, man, these factories are so big. They actually had people living in the factory, man.
Jesus.
They lived in cots, swinging cots off the wall. They pretty much lived and breathed that factory. Yeah. And it was kids, women. I'm talking little kids, bro. They had little kids in them factories working harder than I've seen grown fucking men working, man.
Okay, Mama Cindy, go get some rest.
Yeah.
Love you.
And they're making chump change, brother. I'm talking cents a day.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's about 10 to 15 cents a day.
A day. Yeah. Daddy's in there working right on the side of him. He making maybe a quarter a day if he's lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The 45-year veteran who is now at that point 50, he gets the big money. He gets 65 cents.
Yeah. 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 And the guy running the whole fucking shop like a slave trader, he's making $1 a day. and he beats people like he's making 100 a day.
He beats those people like he makes $100 an hour.
In Taiwan, they had certain factories. They had these barrels, cardboard barrels, at the gate when people would come into the factory to go to work, in the main factory.
Yeah.
And they would hand them a handful of, you know what it was?
What?
Ecstasy.
Keep them working.
Yep. Because they'd pop them ecstasies and fucking work 16, 18, 19, 20, 32 hours. Yeah. Some of them would drop dead on the fucking assembly line. They just pulled them off, shovel, and moved the line down.
Yep. They pull the body right out. Hey, you off the street, you come here. Here's your thing. Get to fucking work.
No. They'd be like, hey, ain't your son Ling Ling looking for a job? Tell him to come to mom.
Yeah.
We got to open it. Just fresh. Somewhat fresh, but yeah, it's open. Yeah.
Yeah, tell them the dead body smell will dissipate over the next day or two.
Oh, no, they did that with lime. They sprinkle lime on the floor, let it sit there a little bit. Yep.
And then you get those peoples with the whips that goes 140 with the whips or whatever.
There ain't no whips. It's usually fucking machetes and fucking canes. They had these canes and they would split. They take one in and they would split it to where it looked like a broom.
Mm-hmm.
Get whacked across the back with that motherfucker, you gonna move.
Yeah.
Because it fucking cuts and pinches you all at the same time. Yeah. Not counting the infection you can get if it's not treated. I'm
And
talking
more than
raw.
likely, it's going to end up in an infection.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I've actually seen them take methylate them and mix it with grease to smear on their cuts and shit. Yeah. Just to keep, from getting keep the flies out.
Yep.
So the flies that get in there and lay eggs and they get magnets and they're sore.
Yep.
Yeah. Especially blowflies. Yeah. Yeah, and people complain about shit over here. Y'all ain't got nothing to complain about. I've seen shit that most people would curl up in the corner, suck their thumb, and cry for their mommy. Yeah, because they couldn't handle it. The truth.
Yeah.
Hang on, Nancy. Hey.
Hello.
Hey, lady.
I
And
was
then-
told I had to come up here
By who?
by your lovely wife.
Oh.
And
Tell her.
David, I was told to come up here for you to show you I'm eating.
Okay. Because you'd put in the chat said you weren't going to eat. I was going to have to drive up there and make you eat.
I wasn't going to. I only eat about every other day. I do that to conserve on food because I can't afford to buy food.
Yeah.
So
Well, I understand that.
I eat about every other day. I ate yesterday, so I figured I didn't need to eat today. But I saw Christy eating, and I was like going, well, shit.
And I knew you was watching, so I know you only eat once a day, so.
That's why now I can buy food and I'd spoil myself because there was times I ate maybe twice a week if I was lucky.
Well, sometimes I get to that point too, but yeah.
That's why when you hear people start screaming that white privilege shit, I go off on them like a fucking 8-day clock because I ain't never had no fucking privilege.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hi, unknown.
So don't
Christy,
even.
Lisa asked, how's your food?
Huh?
Oh, it was perfect.
So anyway.
So I'm gonna tell you right now, you start that
Hi,
white
everybody in
privilege shit
chat.
around me, I'm gonna stick a pencil in your fucking eye socket.
Yep.
I'm gonna show you some white privilege. Be the last privilege you ever see.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys see Recycle Dude. I see Unknown.
Hey, yeah. Yeah, I see you. It says unknown.
Hi, Recycle Dude. How come you're
Nah.
under unknown?
Hang on. All you gotta do is I can check them real quick.
Hi, everybody.
Nah. Uh-uh.
Oh, he says his channel's been acting up.
Well, it might be YouTube acting up because according to this, hang on. Get ready to do something real quick. I'll find out here in about 2 minutes.
Mhm.
Because I know where Sacramento is. Oh, hell, I didn't know Mike was live.
Ladies and gentlemen, we hope you enjoy this musical interlude. Ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy Anthony.
He went live.
Oh, you just went live? Oh, okay. It's funny. It showed me he's live, but it didn't give me no notification.
Hi.
Go figure.
That's cool, Susan.
Oh man. Look. It's some ice cream. That's what I'm ready for. Oh man. Look.
I'd be eating some ice cream if I had some. I don't have any. I wish I did, because it's like 80 some degrees in this house and probably about 80 outside right now.
Damn. Bite.
I want a tamale now. Dang it.
Alice.
Not. It's him. I wonder why it's saying unknown for.
I guess that's his alt account. He said his channel was having trouble.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he did say that. He said his channel's having trouble.
Well, yeah, but I'm just looking at it. It's showing him. It's showing his channel, but it's showing because he's a mod, and he's still a mod on my channel, but he still has a blue wrench, but it just says unknown. When you go to channel, because I have that new app to where everybody's green, I click on their green name that takes me to their channel.
Mm-hmm.
It just says unknown.
Oh, well, it's good to be unknown every once in a while.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons Ken modded me is because I installed that. So
Yeah.
I would. That's when we were getting hit hard by you know who. So
Thou shall not be named, brother.
yep.
Oh
so
yeah, I know it's you, Eric. I was just saying if it would show when I click on you, view channel, but it's something definitely wrong. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good old YouTube for you.
Okay, Anthony, I'm going to drop down for a little bit.
All
Give me
right.
about 10, 20 minutes.
Okay. All right.
I'm going to go yell at somebody real fast.
Oh hell, Susan, you ought to jump up here and show it to us. No, I like old tables, man.
What the heck? Is Elton going live now?
Got my table in
no,
there.
he added Nick.
Oh,
Not-
he did that, isn't it? Okay.
Well, that's cool, Susan. That you have that. That's really cool.
yeah, actually, the desk she's using belonged
Okay.
to my great grandma. It's almost 100 and something years old. Yeah. It's actually a wooden table. Look, see that table right there?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got the flaps on the end that fold up, with the 2x4 that slides out to hold it.
Yeah.
All solid wood. Back when they built shit.
Back when they built shit, I bet that thing's heavier than a bitch.
Oh yeah, it's heavy. Even as small as it is, it's heavy. Even the leaf, the little hinged up leaf, that weighs most people's hollow doors do now.
Anthony, put your camera a little lower. We can see your
Yeah,
forehead.
I got to readjust every time I twist it around like that. Too low. There we go. Oh, yeah.
What's your background today? I keep trying to figure it out.
Oh, I pick whatever I tell them. They keep their shit up. This is what we're gonna be living in to survive.
Oh, okay.
It's one of them eco domes.
Oh, okay.
That's they actually built that. It's between Switzerland or Poland, on the outskirts of Poland.
Is that like a biodome or something?
Yeah, it's a biodome. Yeah, they actually built that thing and tested it because this is what they plan on building on Mars.
Oh, okay.
That's why they're sending all those ships before they even send people. You do know they've already sent 13 ships to fucking Mars, right?
All right.
Most people don't know that because they're too busy fighting amongst each other. Realize the people with power and money are making escape plans. Okay.
Well, that's really cool, Susan, that you have that. That is really cool. Very cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I got my grandma's little kitchen table in there too, man. He was like, man, that thing's old. I said, yep, it's gonna stay old.
But the thing that's old, it's gonna last another 100 years while the new
Oh
shit.
yeah, it'll be here long after I'm gone unless someone burns or something, bitch, you know.
Yeah, but the new shit, it'll break in 10 years, if that long.
Well, yeah, because it's cheap. Made cheap and fast. Yeah.
Yep.
That table there, when I move it, it comes apart in three sections, and you have to take it apart because you're not carrying it whole.
Oh hell no!
Because even the tabletop part, you know, because basically it's got the center pedestal that's about this big around, solid oak, and then it's got the 4 big fucking legs on it, and that the legs come off, the center deal comes off, and then you just have like a fucking wagon wheel for the table. It takes 3 people to carry it.
Yeah, you ain't moving that thing whole.
No, in fact, I moved from the front door to where it's at. I moved it by myself, but that's because I didn't have the legs and shit, so I rolled it like a fucking wagon wheel.
It's chicken tenders, Lisa.
Yeah.
Or as the dumbass kids are saying these days because they can't friggin' spell, chicky nuggies. God, that irritates me.
Chicken nuggies. When I was growing up, they used to be called chicken poop pebbles or something like that.
Tomorrow, I'm stopping at Two Sisters and getting me some of the fucking corn nuggets. Y'all like corn nuggets?
What in the hell's a corn nugget?
You ain't never had a corn nugget?
No.
It's basically like cream of corn, and it's breaded almost kind of like you would do a corn dog.
Oh, okay.
You deep fry. It's like little corn nuggets. It's actually got the cream of corn in the middle of it. Fucking excellent, man.
No, I've never had that.
What you do? You get a can of cream of corn. It's real easy to do. You take a can of cream of corn. You take a little bit of cornstarch, you know, to help it thicken.
Yeah.
And then you wrap it with like cornmeal. You know, you make a little ball with it, roll it in cornmeal, and deep fry it.
That does sound good.
It is fucking delicious. It's sweet. You know, it's like a sweet little treat.
Yeah.
But it's corn. I mean, the only fattening part on it is the fact you actually deep fried it.
Yeah.
Yeah. They call them corn nuggets, and they're fucking delicious. I mean, you have to like corn, but I like corn.
I like corn.
That's about the only way I like cream of corn. Because me, I either want corn on cob or just whole kernel corn. I don't like cream of corn for some reason.
That's the only way I can eat corn is cream style.
Yeah.
Can't eat it any other way.
But like I said, you mix cornstarch in it, you know, to thicken it up to where you can kind of ball it up, and you roll in that cornmeal and you throw it in a deep fryer.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I mean, why not? Hell, they deep fry fucking Snickers and Twinkies. Why not corn?
That was the big thing last year at our state fair. They were deep frying Oreos and candy bars. That was the big thing.
Oh yeah,
the big selling point to go to the fair last year.
Or making fire
year
cake.
Before.
You ever heard of fire cake?
No.
You take a cheesecake and you deep freeze that son of a bitch. Get it hard as a brick. Okay, and then once you get it real hard, you take that and you take the slices. You know, because most of them are already sliced unless you make it yourself. You slice it. You take the slice, you roll it in egg wash. You stick it in a bag with frosted cornflakes with cinnamon. Okay. Let it coat the outside of it and then deep fry it for 3 minutes.
Oh, shit. And
what it does, it cooks that crust to it, but, you know, at the same time, it helps thaw it out because it's deep frozen, you know, solid frozen. And the time you take it out for that 3 minutes, it's just right for a fork to go through it. And with that cinnamon cornflake crunch around it, oh my God. Yeah. They call it fire cake.
Donna, I think Anthony's getting excited.
Hey, don't start that shit again. Come on,
you get me in the stock kitchen, I'll make every one of y'all gain 150 pounds in a week.
Yeah. Deep fried butter. Oh, no. That's just...
Yeah.
That's wrong.
Yeah, but it's good. I know it's, people like, ooh, deep fried butter, but oh my God. Yeah. People's like, well, how the fuck you deep fried cheesecake? You gotta freeze it. You can't just take regular cheesecake and throw it in there because it'll just
Yeah.
Same thing with the candy bar. That's the reason they can deep fry Snickers. They take it some bits and deep freeze it, wrap it up, and throw it in there. There you go.
Well, it's funny is the food crazes right now. People are rediscovering it because they were really big several years ago. Is deep frying different things or sticking shit in liquid nitrogen.
Oh yeah.
That craze has come back, and one of the guys that at work, he's like, "Man, do you know about liquid nitrogen?" Yes, we learned about it in friggin' science class, idiot.
Yeah. Squirt it on your hand. So I can hit it with a hammer and watch it go.
No shit. T1000, you man.
Yeah.
But yeah, I found that funny. Have you ever heard of liquid nitrogen?
Yeah, heart attack on a stick. That's it.
Pretty much. It's like, okay, I know I'm not the smartest individual. I ain't never going to claim to be, but yes, I know about liquid nitrogen.
Yeah. Well, a big thing down here, they take peanut oil and they'll take a whole corn on the cob and deep fry it in that peanut oil.
Oh, I bet that tastes good.
Oh my God. Yeah, because it pulls that sugar out of the center core to the top. Woo! Yeah.
The big thing is today, when I was growing up, when I was in school, was we had what they call, I don't know if you ever had the dollar burger shack.
Oh, yeah.
You could get dollar burgers.
Yeah, that was tasty freeze here. 99-cent burger. Yeah.
That was the thing of the day when I was growing up. I mean, screw the lunches at school. We all swarmed the dollar burger shack. Yeah. We all went for the burgers.
Where I went to high school, there was a Tasty Freeze right across the road, mid center of town. And our high school had the deal to where if your parents signed the deal, you could actually cross the street, and that's where you could go eat lunch. You didn't have to eat lunch in the cafeteria.
I bet that some bitch was always busy.
Oh yeah, because for $3.25 you get a big ass fucking burger, a large order fry, and a medium Coke for $3. That's man. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nancy, I thought you said when you were growing up and going to school that they invented something called books.
Yeah. We have books back then. We had lots of them.
No, they finally got a Rolodex.
When I was growing up, we didn't have the technology we have today.
Mm-mm.
We didn't have that. We didn't have computers and laptops and iPads, iPhones, and tablets and things like that. We had to go to the book. You had to do the book.
No,
you had a stone and chisel.
I was one of them middle class kids because I actually had those things called encyclopedias.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
We had all kinds of them too.
Yeah, I had the whole set from A to Z.
Use fancy.
Yeah.
But I remember that the things that would happen in the stores, if you collected so many stamps, you could get an entire A to Z encyclopedia.
You talking about green stamps?
Yeah.
Yeah, you used to sit there and lick them, stick them in the book. When the book got full, you go in there and go, okay, give me from A to B. I'll be back next week for D to C.
When I was growing up, it was called the ham was your best friend because you could write all the answers to the test in your hand. And then you and the teacher would never know you have it down your arm, and nobody would know you were cheating on a test because you were looking at all the answers on you.
Oh, hey, I did learn one thing, though.
Did it all the time.
Because I was in a Catholic school, so you had to wear long white sleeve shirts. I learned real quick to make sure you use permanent ink and not waterable, solutable ink. Because when you start sweating, all of a sudden your shirt goes from a white to a blue inky looking color, and the teacher's going, "What's wrong with your shirt?"
Oh, that was the best time ever.
Principal's office.
Oh, the best memories ever at school. I tell you what.
My dad went
for teachers.
My dad went to Catholic school, and And he's like, you know, the movies that they say to where they present where they show the nun rapping you with the ruler. That's what they actually do.
Show y'all something. See this right here?
Yeah.
See that? That's from a napkin, okay?
Uh-huh.
From a set of brown paper napkins that come from China. You know what the funny thing about it is? Watch this. You ready?
Yeah.
Watch.
Look how it stretches.
It's like gum.
It's rubbery. It's rubbery.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's supposed to be a napkin. How the fuck? Oh, I did show somebody else something neat too. There's a certain brand. I can't. Well, I could probably say it, but they'll probably take my video down to hide it. But there's a certain brand of rice you can buy in most stores nowadays. Take you a handful of it, just a pinch. Get you a skillet, put it on the stove, let it get hot, and drop a few kernels in there. Because you know real rice will just brown, right?
Yeah.
Well, this shit'll melt because it's fucking plastic.
Oh shit.
It'll fucking melt in a little ball of gook like plastic does. Because it's only one molecule off of being solid plastic. Yeah. So be wary of the rice you buy.
Yeah. And you know, growing up also back in my day,
It's probably down there.
the TV was never a pleasure. It was never anything we could do. You had to. You never got to play inside. Your playground was outside all the time. You had to play. Never play in the house.
Yep, there it is. That's an old school one with the indents right there.
Yeah, see how it's got the little indentions for. No,
that's an old school one right there.
New World Dictionary.
Yep.
Yeah, I got some old books in this house, man. I got some cool shit that's fucking out. Let's see when the copyright was on this son bit.
I probably have some school books still sitting out there, dictionaries and encyclopedias and stuff like that I kept from all those years. I don't know why. Memories, perhaps?
Yep. Well, yeah, but see, you know, they always talking about this. This is one I showed my friend when he was talking about how, you know, whites depressed his people from amounting to anything. This book was written in 1962, and here's the author.
You lost it.
Yeah.
Martin Luther?
Oh yeah, and here's the actual encyclopedias. I ain't pulling them all out, but she grabbed this B. I still have a set of these.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
New book of knowledge, encyclopedias.
Hell, you want to confuse kids today? Show them that and ask them to find you a word. Hell, they won't know what to do.
It even has pictures.
I know. That was so cool. That was cool when you actually got pictures.
Kids these days don't know what books are.
No, not really.
I got some old books in this house, man. Because, you know, it's not just mine. It's mine, her family, my family, grandma, great-grandma, and all that.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people's like, why you got that? I said, because you don't see it no more. Why would I get rid of it? It's still history. Regardless if you're trying to rewrite it or not, it's still history. History is, I knew it. And that's all my kids learned from them books too.
I learned from
even with all the computer shit, I said, you need to read the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Those books right there is the ones I showed those kids when they were having the slave history part of their schooling. All it ever talked about was blacks. So I pulled out the encyclopedia on slavery. They didn't realize they were talking. And then I take them to the fourth biggest plantations here that were owned by blacks.
Mm-hmm.
And had slaves, because the blacks that owned the plantation were the upper class of the ones that were selling their own people for slavery.
Yep.
And not only that, on the auction blocks here, you had blacks, you had Irish, you had Germans, you had Chinese, you had Japanese, anybody that was considered poor of their class, their origin was here as slaves.
Yep.
Not just
But
white. It's not blacks. It was whites, browns, yellows. Everybody was a slave.
But you don't read that in history books now.
No, because they wanted it to be all one person. That way they can make it look like, oh, you racist bastards.
Yep.
No. Even if your ass was poor enough, you ended up on the auction block.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, they're not teaching in school these days what we had to go through in those days.
Oh, you ought to see the people that come down here for tourism and go to these plantations. They see these big pictures. Why are these black people up there? That's the ones that own this. Blacks had slaves? I'm like, well, that class of black people, that was considered royalty from Africa.
Yeah. It is, Donna.
I said, yeah, the reason they started, people don't realize the reason they started selling their own people to slaves because they were trying to do genocide. They were trying to kill them all. And then they were like, well, wait a minute, we can sell them off for slaves, get rid of them, and make money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Part of my history class, part of our test every time was we had to stand in front of the class and we had to recite every president from the beginning to the time that we were in. Yeah. And we had to recite them in the exact order. I wonder how many kids could do that today.
Well, that's why when these kids, I tell them, bring me your history book. And they bring this thing that looks like a pamphlet from the fucking Hilton Hotel.
Yeah.
And then I say, this is my history book.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yeah, that's my history book. Yeah. And that was just one, because you had a book like that for history. Then you had one for geometry. Then you had one for geography.
Backpacks used to weigh friggin' 60 pounds with all the books.
Yeah.
Well, not only that. Back when I was in school, you never brought all your books home because you couldn't carry them.
No.
Your handles would rip off your backpack.
I remember my backpack.
Well, and you guys will know this is I blew my cousin's mind because a couple years ago because she was doing a report on the presidents, and she said, "So since George Washington was the first," I said, "George Washington wasn't the first president. We had 13 other presidents before him."
Yeah.
What? We had 13 other presidents before him.
Well,
now they were.
Well, it was actually the area was broke up in territories.
Yeah, it was governors of territories.
Right. Governors of territories. Basically, you had a territory and a president, which was the governor at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So so I blew her mind with that fact. And then she went to New York and she said, "Is there anything I can do to sound cool to my teacher about the Statue of Liberty?" I said, "Yeah, go ahead and bring up the fact that it's a fucking regift
from France.
And that her feet are in shackles."
Yep.
And my cousin said, no, she's not. I said, "Look at an aerial shot of the Statue of Liberty.
She's in shackles." Yep.
And so she looked. She's like, "Oh, you're right."
Well, that's why that part of that speech, it did say, "Bring us your poor, your weary," and all that. But it didn't say we was going to put them up in a fucking Comfort Inn.
Nope. Nope.
We was going to make them motherfuckers work.
Well, and at work, especially at the main city yards, is everybody's like, "Man, Trump is so racist. Why won't he just let people in?" I said, he is letting people in if you do it the right way. Right. Yep. I said, go back to the 20s, go back to the early 1900s, late 1800s. The Irish, the German, anybody that had to cross the ocean, they stayed on those ships for months to get citizenship.
And then they had to go through Ellis Island to get to the mainland.
Yep. So it's like, if you just do the paperwork, it's a lot faster than it was back in the day.
Yep.
Hi, Christy.
Hello.
Christy, don't leave me again. I missed you.
I miss you too, brother.
Yeah, that's why I got barred from going back to the school grounds, because
Man, those are good.
My oldest one was doing history of slavery, and she asked me a few questions. I told her, she goes, "Well, that's not my book." So I got my old history book from high school and showed it to her, and she wrote a report on that. They tried to say she made it up.
What?
No, she didn't make it up.
I had to go up there with the book and show it to them. And I said, this came from the same high school, motherfuckers. Just because you decided to condense it and
Decided
throw
to
half
take
of
shit
it
out.
Yeah.
Well, and I know there are some people that this is a sore spot or controversy, whatever, but I don't understand getting rid of all of the Confederate statues and memorabilia. It is part of history. That flag did stand for something. Just because it led to a war doesn't mean it led to something bad. Doesn't mean it symbolizes bad.
Yeah.
It's a flag that represents something, not just evils or slavery or anything like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Well,
Mike, hello.
Well, a lot of people, hey, Mike, a lot of people don't realize we had two bodies of government. You had one in the South, and you had one in the North.
Yep.
Then they wanted to make it under one government, like they're trying to make now one world order. Yeah.
Anthony, East Wings Mike is in the house.
Yeah, I seen that. I said hi, Mike. Yeah.
Hello, Mike.
What's up, Mike? But yeah, it just.
Hello, everybody.
But I had to bring that book up there and show it to them because they thought basically she just adding shit and make. I said, dude, that's history. That's true history she's talking about. Because they're like, well, blacks were slaves. No, the blacks, the Germans, the Polacks, the whoever come off that fucking ship that didn't have money to sustain themselves became slaves. Yeah. The Irish women had it the worst because they're the ones that actually got bought to be in the house for bedchamber.
Yeah.
Because
nobody can answer that question anymore.
Yeah.
And one of my cousins now, he's going through, because he's 12, and he messaged me. He's like, "Hey, can I ask you a question?" I said, "Sure." And he sent me a picture of the original flag with the 13 stars for the 13 colonies.
The original 13 colonies. Yeah.
Yeah. He said, "Why is there only 13? I thought there were more."
Nope.
That was the original.
Yep.
That was made when we were still just 13 colonies under the British rule.
Yep.
He didn't know that.
Anthony, read the chat.
Yeah, I know. Trust me. Yeah. That first batch of onion rings I had, you wouldn't want them. Trust me.
I'm sorry, guys, but that just made me laugh. That was funny.
Yeah.
Anyways, Mike was referring back to the onion ring dilemma.
But to put it this way, if you was a few teeth shy of getting dentures, I could have gave those to you, and you would have had your set. Yeah. Because my dog wouldn't even, I mean, she eats anything. I put that down, she's like, what the hell? No, Daddy, that's okay. I'll take the rawhide. It's softer.
Yep. No, they don't, Donna. And they teach and one of the things that I still find funny is that Christopher Columbus discovered America. No,
he did. The Vikings did.
The Vikings did about 1,000 years before Christopher Columbus.
That's even in the old history books if they stop rewriting the fuckers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, no, America was discovered long before that. The globe was already invented.
I can even tell you the first spot the Vikings hit when they got here. It's all over fucking Discovery Channel if you watch it. Oak Island.
Yep.
Hey, Elton, I want to thank you for something.
Really?
Ever since I put the new logo that you made me onto the Teesprings t-shirts and tank tops, I've sold 2 tops and 2 tank tops.
There you go.
Oh wow! Congratulations!
4 items.
Why you love it and how you do it.
was just the other day.
Yeah, but that's any shirt. You make the right logo. That's something that's gonna sell.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
You gotta get something that catches people's eye. You know.
like what I did for her. Pink and blue.
So thank you. I appreciate it.
Boobies,
Boobies.
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 You're the one with boobies.
I got a picture in one of my.
You said what catches people's eye. I said boobies.
I got a picture of a lady wearing GEO across, and it says perfectly in tune. Don't miss my nozzle right across her chest, where her boobies should be at.
Yeah.
I think it might be on my Facebook. I'm not sure. Maybe.
Yeah.
No, Dave Larson. I said hold, please.
Really? Seriously, Lisa? Lisa just went live.
Oh, that's cool. Well, I mean, normally she goes off the late on Friday night anyway.
Oh, okay.
You gotta remember it's almost 11:30 already. So
Friday, Saturday.
and actually, her time would be 10:30. And that's normally when she goes live on Friday. Yeah. The only reason I popped up was because nobody else was on.
Right.
No,
Except for
now
Elton.
she's at 11:30 right now because she's an hour ahead of Ken and I are on Mountain Time.
Yeah, that's right. She's same time as I am. So yeah, so she normally goes live on midnight. She's just 30 minutes early. Yeah, like I said, the only reason I went live because nobody else was. I mean, I was hanging out with Elton while he was playing GTA. You know.
Yeah.
I'll be premiering.
It gets over after a while. I got sale and all that.
Doing a premiere tomorrow night.
Well, once I get my fucking PlayStation replaced, I'll come join you on your stream play.
I play it through PlayStation 4.
Yeah, I know. That's what I play through, but mine went.
Yeah.
You gotta remember, I had the first generation 4 that came out. It's wore out. It's seen better days, and trust me, there was times I'd play 12, 16 hours straight on a daily basis.
At least wants me to come on a panel.
Yeah. Oh, well, I sent her. Huh?
Yeah, she'd want me to come over there to her panel.
Well, go. Well. Yeah, I'm getting ready. I ain't gonna be up here much longer. I just come over here to shoot the shit because nobody else was.
I kind of pop into a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll get here shortly. We can all go over there and raid her.
Yeah, I promise you I'm gonna have a better way of setting
Or Dave Larson would say he go raid her bones. Yeah, she just sent me one.
She just sent me one too.
She said, "Where you at?"
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah, she sent me one too. She sent me on Facebook and on the green room.
Hey, let me find someone. Drop her link and we'll go raid her. Yeah, before we call it quits, we'll go raid her.
Already did.
Oh, okay.
Damn it.
Already done.
All right, let me just go to her channel.
Yeah.
So what are we putting in for the hashtag?
We'll put shit. My name's a mile long. We'll just put redneck raid.
All right.
Yeah, she'll know. Hang on, let me get over there.
Hold on.
Hashtag red.
And remember, people with the E, making it backwards. Making it backwards 3.
Yep, or it won't go through. It got full of computers. All right. Y'all ready?
Yeah, Mike.
And what? Mike's live too, by the way.
All right.
When mine loads, I'll let y'all know.
Hit her.
Somebody doing audio?
Yeah, I got it.
Gay.
Hit Hit thumbs up, Raiders.
We got a redneck grade. Redneck grade.
Oh, redneck. Donna, Nancy. Nancy, you already here. Dave, you already here. Thank you, Raiders.
They're in both places, damn it.
Hey, look. Fuck off.
Fuck off.
So that dude, it seemed like that GTA COVID mask I got.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Might be a race.
I'll wait for chat to load.
Yeah. All right.
So,
Yeah.
anyway, Anthony.
Yep.
Mhm.
Nancy, you lucky I'm married. I'd stand up right now, rub my balls on that camera, and say, "Lick the back of those." Look, even Dad goes, "I'm glad he's married."
That's just something I don't think we need.
Yeah. But see, I'm like most people. I'm not monetized, don't care to be, so let them take it down.
Right?
All right. All right. Well, I guess we'll all drop and we'll go bother Lisa.
Okay. Sounds good.
Brother, are you inside that link thing too?
Yeah, I'm just now loading up.
Yeah, he
No,
got.
not you. I'm talking to David.
What?
Are you linked into that group thing too, so you could get the link?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah. I was gonna say he's been up here before, haven't you? Yeah, you've been up on Lisa and them's channel. Okay, that's what I thought. All right. Well, if not, if anybody doesn't ever wants to get up, holler. She'll send you one, or we'll send you one. Somebody will.
All right, so come on, everybody, let's go over to Lisa's.
All right.
Somebody will send you
Y'all-
something. It may be Anthony's dick, or it could be the link. You never know.
Hey, never know. Yeah, just
Right?
play with caution.
Ask with caution.
Yeah, thanks for coming, everybody. Y'all have a good one.
Later, Anthony.
All right,
Later,
bye,
everybody.
All right, later.
Bye, everybody.